Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 29 it says, "The glory of young men is their strength, and the honor of old men is their gray hair." And this proverb teaches us a great truth. It tells us that we should not despise youth, nor should we despise old age. And that's something we might tend to do, whether we're thinking about ourselves or thinking about others. And when it comes to ourselves, we might despise that we're young perhaps, and we think, you know what, if only I was older, if only I had the experience of life, more experiences in life, and people would listen to what I have to say, people would have give greater weight to the words that I speak, if only I was older. Or if we are older, we might despise the fact that we're not as physically strong as we used to be. We can't go out and do like we used to. We can't go out and accomplish as many tasks as we used to do because we're just limited by our feebleness that comes with age. We might despise the fact that we are old. And this proverb teaches us that we should not do that. We should actually see the value in both of these things. If we're young, we should say, you know what, I'm young. I should be using my youth for the service of the Lord, to go out and accomplish things, to bear fruit for the Lord, to use my energy for the betterment of the kingdom. If I'm older, I should be using that wisdom to help instruct the younger and to help them and guide them in the tasks that they're accomplishing. There's value in both of those things. But we also shouldn't do so when thinking about others. When it comes to the church, I think sometimes there can be an over-focus on youth, getting as many young people into the church as possible. And as good as that is, and we should want younger people in the church because of the energy and the vitality that they bring to the church. In doing so, we shouldn't despise the older members as well, and getting older people in the church as well, because it takes both balance each other out. The young can go out and accomplish things, but the older can kind of bring temperance to the younger and help them to, yes, accomplish tasks, but also to do them in a wise way, in an appropriate way, and in a way that honors the Lord and can bring about the best good. And the younger can help the older out. When they see limitations that they have, limitations in physical ability, they can go alongside the older and gain their wisdom, but at the same time help them in the physical tasks to go out and accomplish things. And so when it comes to the church, we should value both of these things. Both of them can work hand in hand when it comes to the church. This is kind of what Paul told Titus when he was instructing Titus and telling him what to do in relationship to the churches that he was ministering to. He says in Titus chapter 2, he says in verse 1, "But as for you, speak the things which are fitting for sound doctrine. Older men are to be temperate, dignified, sensible, sound in faith, in love, in perseverance. Older women likewise are to be reverent in their behavior, not malicious gossips, nor enslaved to much wine, teaching what is good, so that they may encourage the young women to love their husbands, to love their children, to be sensible, pure, workers at home, kind, being subject to their own husbands, so that the word of God will not be dishonored. Likewise, urge the young men to be sensible. In all things, show yourself to be an example of good deeds and purity and doctrine, dignified," and he goes on. And so here, Paul is telling Titus to encourage both groups, the older in the things that they can do, the younger in the things that they can do. And again, it takes both of these things working together for the betterment of the whole group and for the church in general. So as we think about our reading today, as we read this passage from the book of Proverbs, let's be encouraged to say, you know what, wherever I am in life, whether it's in youth or in old age, I'm going to use it for the betterment of the church and for the kingdom and for the glory of God. I'm not going to despise it. I'm not going to look down on it. I'm not going to throw up my hands and say, well, then I must be useless because I'm in this stage of life. But use it in a way that can honor and glorify God and that can build people up and benefit the kingdom overall. So let's be encouraged by this today as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.